Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro is a Portuguese professional footballer who plays as a forward for Spanish club Real Madrid and the Portugal national team. Often considered the best player in the world and regarded by many as the greatest of all time, Ronaldo has 4 FIFA Ballon d'Or awards, the most for a European player, and is the first player in history to win 4 European Golden Shoes. He has won 21 trophies in his career, including 5 league titles, 4 UEFA Champions League titles and 1 UEFA European Championship. A prolific goalscorer, Ronaldo holds the records for most official goals scored in the top 5 European leagues, the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA European Championship, as well as the most goals scored in a UEFA Champions League season. He has scored more than 600 senior career goals for club and country. Born and raised in Santo António, Madeira, Ronaldo was diagnosed with a racing heart at the age of 15. He underwent an operation to treat his condition, and began his senior club career playing for Sporting CP, before signing with Manchester United at age 18 in 2003. After winning his first trophy, the FA Cup, during his first season in England, he helped United win 3 successive Premier League titles, a UEFA Champions League title, and a FIFA Club World Cup. By age 22, he had received Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year nominations, and at 23 years old, he won his first Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year awards. In 2009, Ronaldo was the subject of the most expensive association football transfer, when he moved from Manchester United to Real Madrid in a transfer worth €94 million. In Spain, Ronaldo has won 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copas del Rey, 3 Champions League titles, and 2 FIFA Club World Cups. After joining Real Madrid, Ronaldo finished runner-up for the Ballon d'Or 3 times, behind Lionel Messi, his perceived career rival, before winning back-to-back Ballons d'Or in 2013 and 2014. He has scored a record 32 La Liga hat-tricks, including a record-tying 8 hat-tricks in the 2014-15 season, and is the only player to reach 30 league goals in 6 consecutive La Liga seasons. In 2014, Ronaldo became the fastest player in history to reach 200 La Liga goals, which he achieved in 178 matches. In 2015, he became the club's all-time leading goalscorer. In 2016, Ronaldo won his 4th Ballon d'Or by a record voting margin after sealing Real Madrid's 11th European title, and winning Euro 2016. A Portuguese international, Ronaldo was named the best Portuguese player of all time by the Portuguese Football Federation in 2015. Ronaldo made his senior international debut in August 2003, at the age of 18. He is Portugal's most capped player of all time with over 130 caps, and has participated in 7 major tournaments. He is Portugal's all-time top goalscorer. He scored his first international goal at Euro 2004 and helped Portugal reach the final. He took over full captaincy in July 2008, leading Portugal to their first ever triumph in a major tournament by winning Euro 2016, and received the Silver Boot as the second highest goalscorer of the tournament. One of the most marketable sportsmen, he was ranked the world's highest paid athlete by Forbes in 2016 and 2017, as well as the world's most famous athlete by ESPN in 2016 and 2017. Early life. Ronaldo was born in Santo António, a neighborhood of Funchal, Madeira, the youngest child of Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro, a cook, and José Diniz Aveiro, a municipal gardener. His second given name of Ronaldo was chosen after then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. who was his father's favorite actor. He has one older brother, Hugo, and two older sisters, Elma and Liliana Katia. His great-grandmother Isabel da Piedade was from Cape Verde. The family was staunchly Catholic. Ronaldo later said that he grew up in poverty, sharing a room with his brother and sisters. As a child, Ronaldo played for amateur team Andorranha, where his father was the kitman, and later spent 2 years with local club Nacional. In 1997, aged 12, he went on a 3-day trial with Sporting CP, who signed him for a fee of £1,500. He subsequently moved to Alcochete, near Lisbon, to join Sporting's other youth players at the club's football academy. By age 14, Ronaldo believed he had the ability to play semi-professionally, and agreed with his mother to cease his education in order to focus entirely on football. While popular with other students at school, he had been expelled after throwing a chair at his teacher, who he said had disrespected him. A year later, however, he was diagnosed with a racing heart, a condition that could have forced him to give up playing football. He underwent an operation in which a laser was used to cauterize the affected area of his heart. Discharged from hospital hours after the procedure, he resumed training only a few days later. Sporting CP. At age 16, Ronaldo was promoted from Sporting's youth team by first-team manager Laszlo Ballon, who was impressed with his dribbling. He subsequently became the first player to play for the club's under-16, under-17, and under-18 teams, the B team, and the first team, all within one season. A year later, on the 7th of October 2002, Ronaldo made his debut in the Primeira Liga, against Moreirense, and scored 2 goals in the 3-0 win. Over the course of the 2002-03 season, his representatives suggested the player to Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier, and Barcelona president Joan Laporta. Manager Arsene Wenger, who was interested in signing the winger, met with him at Arsenal's grounds in November to discuss a possible transfer. Ronaldo came to the attention of Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson in August 2003, when Sporting defeated United 3-1 at the inauguration of the Estadio José Alvalade in Lisbon. His performance impressed the Manchester United players, who urged Ferguson to sign him. Ferguson himself considered the 18-year-old one of the most exciting young players he had ever seen. A decade after his departure from the club, in April 2013, Sporting honored Ronaldo by selecting him to become their 100,000th member. 2003-06, development and breakthrough. Ronaldo became Manchester United's first ever Portuguese player when he signed before the 2003-04 season. His transfer fee of £12.24 million made him, at the time, the most expensive teenager in English football history. Although he requested the number 28, his number at Sporting, he received the number 7 shirt, which had previously been worn by such United players as George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. Wearing the number 7 became an extra source of motivation for Ronaldo, who stated that his goal was to establish himself among the world's best players within the next 3 years. A key element in his development during his time in England proved to be his manager, Alex Ferguson, of whom he later said, "He's been my father in sport, one of the most important and influential factors in my career." Ronaldo made his debut in the Premier League in a 4-0 home victory over Bolton Wanderers on 16 August 2003, receiving a standing ovation when he came on as a 60th-minute substitute for Nicky Butt. His performance earned praise from George Best, who hailed it as, undoubtedly the most exciting debut he had ever seen. Ronaldo scored his first goal for Manchester United with a free kick in a 3-0 win over Portsmouth on the 1st of November. 3 other league goals followed in the second half of the campaign, the last of which came against Aston Villa on the final day of the season, a game in which he also received his first red card. Ronaldo ended his first season in English football by scoring the opening goal in United's 3-0 victory over Millwall in the FA Cup final, earning his first trophy in the Premier League during his third season in England. At the start of 2005, Ronaldo played 2 of his best matches of the 2004-05 season, producing a goal and an assist against Aston Villa and scoring twice against rivals Arsenal. After scoring 4 goals in United's run to the FA Cup final, he played the full 120 minutes of the decisive match against Arsenal, which ended in a goalless draw, and scored his attempt in the lost penalty shootout. Although not yet a prolific goalscorer, Ronaldo scored 3 braces during the next campaign, the 2005-06 season, scoring 2 goals each against Bolton Wanderers, Fulham, and Portsmouth. He scored Manchester United's 1000th Premier League goal on the 29th of October, their only strike in a 4-1 loss to Middlesbrough. Midway through the season, in November, he signed a new contract which extended his previous deal by 2 years to 2010, as he felt his time at the club was important for the development of his career. Ronaldo won his second trophy in English football, the Football League Cup, after scoring the 3rd goal in United's 4-0 final victory over Wigan Athletic. During his 3rd season in England, Ronaldo was involved in several incidents. He had a 1-match ban imposed on him by UEFA for a one-finger gesture towards Benfica fans, and was sent off in the Manchester derby, a 3-1 defeat, for kicking Manchester City's former United player Andy Cole. Ronaldo clashed with a teammate, striker Ruud van Nistelrooy, who took offence at the winger's showboating style of play, following a training ground fight in January 2006. The two again fought in May, with Van Nistelrooy telling Ronaldo to "go crying to your daddy," a reference to Ronaldo's relationship with assistant manager Carlos Queiroz. Van Nistelrooy was left on the substitutes bench for the final game of the season against Charlton Athletic, a 4-0 victory in which Ronaldo scored his 9th league goal, and was subsequently sold by the club. Following the 2006 FIFA World Cup, in which he was involved in an incident where club teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off, Ronaldo publicly asked for a transfer, lamenting the lack of support he felt he had received from the club over the incident. United, however, denied the possibility of him leaving the club, although his World Cup altercation with Rooney resulted in Ronaldo being booed throughout the 2006-07 season. It proved to be his breakout year, as he broke the 20-goal barrier for the first time and won his first Premier League title. An important factor in this success was his one-to-one training by first-team coach René Moylenstein, who taught him to make himself more unpredictable, improve his teamwork, call for the ball, and capitalize on goal-scoring opportunities rather than waiting for the chance to score the aesthetically pleasing goals for which he was already known. His upturn in form was showcased in November, when he received a standing ovation from a section Blackburn Rovers supporters as he was substituted. He scored 3 consecutive braces at the end of December against Aston Villa, a victory which put United on top of the league, Wigan Athletic, and Reading. Ronaldo was named the Premier League Player of the Month in November and December, becoming only the 3rd player to receive consecutive honours. 2007-09, collective and individual success. At the quarter-final stage of the 2006-07 UEFA Champions League, Ronaldo scored his first ever goals in the competition, finding the net twice in a 7-1 victory over Roma. He subsequently scored 4 minutes into the first semi-final leg against Milan, which ended in a 3-2 win, but was marked out of the second leg as United lost 3-0 at the San Siro. He also helped United reach the FA Cup final, putting them 2-1 up against Watford. But the decisive match against Chelsea ended in a 1-0 defeat. Ronaldo netted the only goal in the Manchester derby on the 5th of May 2007, his 50th goal for the club, as Manchester United claimed their first Premier League title in 4 years. As a result of his performances, he amassed a host of personal awards for the season. He won the Professional Footballers Association's Players Player, Fans Player, and Young Player of the Year awards, as well as the Football Writers Association's Footballer of the Year award, becoming the first player to win all 4 main PFA and FWA honours. His club wages were concurrently upgraded to £120,000 a week as part of a 5-year contract extension with United. Ronaldo scored a total of 42 goals in all competitions during the 2007-08 season, his most prolific campaign during his time in England. His first goal of the season came against his former club, Sporting, with a header in the first group match of the Champions League. He missed 3 matches after headbutting a Portsmouth player at the start of the season, an experience he said taught him not to let opponents provoke him, but still managed to score 13 league goals by the campaign's midway point. At the end of 2007, 4 years after proclaiming his desire to become one of the world's best players, Ronaldo achieved his goal when he was named runner-up to Kaká for the Ballon d'Or, as voted for by sports journalists, and came third, behind Kaká and Lionel Messi, in the running for the FIFA World Player of the Year award, as determined by international managers and captains. Ronaldo scored his first and only hat-trick for Manchester United in a 6-0 win against Newcastle United on the 12th of January 2008, bringing United up to the top of the Premier League table. A month later, on the 19th of March, he captained United for the first time in a home win over Bolton, and scored both goals of the match. His second goal was his 33rd of the campaign, which bettered George Best's total of 32 goals in the 1967-68 season, thus setting the club's new single-season record by a midfielder. Ronaldo scored his final league goal of the season from the penalty spot in the title decider against Wigan on the 11th of May, as United claimed a second successive Premier League title. His 31 league goals earned him the Premier League Golden Boot, as well as the European Golden Shoe, which made him the first winger to win the latter award. Against Celtic in the 2008-09 UEFA Champions League in the knockout stage of the Champions League, Ronaldo scored the decisive goal against Lyon, which helped United advance to the quarter-finals 2-1 on aggregate, and, while playing as a striker, scored with a header in the 3-0 aggregate victory over Roma. Despite him missing a penalty in the first leg against Barcelona, United eventually advanced to the final in Moscow, where they faced Chelsea. His opening goal was negated by an equaliser as the match ended in a 1-1 draw. But although his penalty was saved in the shootout, Manchester United emerged victorious. As the Champions League top scorer, Ronaldo was named the UEFA Club Footballer of the Year. He additionally received the PFA Players Player of the Year and FWA Footballer of the Year awards for the second consecutive season. As rumors circulated of Ronaldo's interest in moving to Real Madrid, United filed a tampering complaint with governing body FIFA over Madrid's alleged pursuit of their player, but they declined to take action. FIFA president Sepp Blatter asserted that the player should be allowed to leave his club, describing the situation as modern slavery. Despite Ronaldo publicly agreeing with Blatter, he remained at United for another year. Ahead of the 2008-09 season, on the 7th of July, he underwent ankle surgery, which kept him out of action for 10 weeks. Following his return, he scored his 100th goal in all competitions for United with the first of two free kicks in a 5-0 win against Stoke City on the 15th of November, which meant he had now scored against all 19 opposition teams in the Premier League at the time. 5 days later, he received the third red card of his career, when he was sent off against Manchester City. At the close of 2008, Ronaldo helped United win the FIFA Club World Cup in Japan, assisting the final winning goal against Liga de Quito and winning the silver ball in the process. He subsequently became United's first Ballon d'Or winner since George Best in 1968, and the first Premier League player to be named the FIFA World Player of the Year. Ronaldo scored his first Champions League goal of the season, and his first since the final against Chelsea, in a 2-0 victory over Inter Milan, sending United into the quarter-finals. His match-winning goal in the second leg against Porto, a 40-yard strike, earned him the inaugural FIFA Puskas Award, presented by FIFA in recognition of the best goal of the year. He later called it the best goal he had ever scored. He scored twice against Arsenal, including a free kick from 39 yards, as United advanced to the final in Rome, where he made little impact in United's 2-0 defeat to Barcelona. Ronaldo ended his time in England with 9 trophies, as United claimed their third successive Premier League title and a Football League Cup. He finished the campaign with 26 goals in all competitions, 16 goals fewer than the previous season, in 4 more appearances. His final ever goal for Manchester United came on the 10th of May 2009 with a free kick in the Manchester derby at Old Trafford. 2009-12 World Record Transfer and La Liga Championship. Ahead of the 2009-10 season, Ronaldo joined Real Madrid for a world record transfer fee of £80 million. His contract, which ran until 2015, was worth €11 million per year, and contained a €1 billion buyout clause. At least 80,000 fans attended his presentation at the Santiago Bernabeu, surpassing the 25-year record of 75,000 fans who had welcomed Diego Maradona at Napoli. Since club captain Raúl already wore the number 7, Ronaldo received the number 9 shirt, which was presented to him by the former Madrid player Alfredo Di Stefano's departure. Ronaldo was handed the number 7 shirt before the 2010-11 season. Ronaldo made his debut in La Liga on the 29th of August 2009, against Deportivo La Coruña, and scored from the penalty spot in Madrid's 3-2 home win. He scored in each of his first 4 league fixtures with the club, the first Madrid player to do so. His first Champions League goals for the club followed with 2 free kicks in the first group match against Zurich. His strong start to the season, however, was interrupted when he suffered an ankle injury in October while on international duty, which kept him sidelined for 7 weeks. A week after his return, he received his first red card in Spain in a match against Almeria, which also saw him miss a penalty. Midway through the season, Ronaldo placed second in the running for the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Player of the Year award, behind Lionel Messi of Barcelona, Madrid's historic rivals. He finished the campaign with 33 goals in all competitions, including a hat-trick in a 4-1 win against Mallorca on the 5th of May 2010, his first in the Spanish competition. His first season at Real Madrid ended trophyless. Following Raúl's departure, Ronaldo was handed the number 7 shirt for Real Madrid before the 2010-11 season. His subsequent return to his Ballon d'Or winning form was epitomized when, for the first time in his career, he scored 4 goals in a single match during a 6-1 rout against Racing Santander on the 23rd of October. His haul concluded a goal-scoring run of 6 consecutive matches, 3 in La Liga, 1 in the Champions League, and 2 for Portugal, totaling 11 goals, the most he had scored in a single month. Ronaldo subsequently netted further hat-tricks against Athletic Bilbao, Levante, Villarreal, and Malaga. Despite his scoring rate, he failed to make the podium for the inaugural FIFA Ballon d'Or at the end of 2010, marking the only year during his time in Spain to date that he was not named one of the world's 2 best players. During a historical series of 4 Clásicos against rivals Barcelona in April 2011, Ronaldo scored twice to equal his personal record of 42 goals in all competitions in a single season. Although he failed to find the net during Madrid's eventual elimination in the Champions League semi-finals, he equalized from the penalty spot in the return league game, and scored the match-winning goal in the 103rd minute of the Copa del Rey final, winning his first trophy in Spain. Over the next 2 weeks, Ronaldo scored another 4-goal haul against Sevilla, a hat-trick against Getafe, and a brace of free kicks against Villarreal, taking his league total to 38 goals, which equaled the record for most goals scored in a season held by Telmo Zarra and Hugo Sanchez. His 2 goals in the last match of the season, against Almeria, made him the first player in La Liga to score 40 goals. In addition to the Pichichi Trophy, Ronaldo consequently won the European Golden Shoe for a second time, becoming the first player to win the award in 2 different leagues. He ended his second season at Real Madrid with a total of 53 goals in all competitions. During the following campaign, the 2011-12 season, Ronaldo surpassed his previous goal-scoring feats to achieve a new personal best of 60 goals across all competitions. His 100th goal for Real Madrid came at Camp Nou in the Supercopa de España, though Barcelona claimed the trophy 5-4 on aggregate. He regained a place on the FIFA Ballon d'Or podium, as runner-up to Messi, after scoring hat-tricks against Real Zaragoza, Rayo Vallecano, Malaga, Osasuna, and Sevilla, the last of which put Madrid on top of the league by the season's midway point. Despite 2 goals from Ronaldo, Madrid were subsequently defeated by Barcelona 4-3 on aggregate in the quarter-finals of the Copa del Rey. He again scored twice, including a penalty, in the Champions League semi-finals against Bayern Munich, resulting in a 3-3 draw. But his penalty kick in the shootout was saved by Manuel Neuer, leading to Madrid's elimination. Ronaldo found greater team success in the league, as he helped Real Madrid win their first La Liga title in 4 years, with a record 100 points, following a hat-trick against Levante, further increasing Madrid's lead over Barcelona. He scored his 100th league goal for Madrid in a 5-1 win over Real Sociedad on the 24th of March 2012, a milestone he reached in just 92 matches across 3 seasons, breaking the previous club record held by Ferenc Puskás. Another hat-trick in the Madrid derby against Atletico Madrid brought his total to 40 league goals, equaling his record of the previous season. His final league goal of the campaign, against Mallorca, took his total to 46 goals, 4 short of the new record set by Messi, and earned him the distinction of being the first player to score against all 19 opposition teams in a single season in La Liga. Ronaldo began the 2012-13 season by lifting the Supercopa de España, his 3rd trophy in Spain, with a goal in each leg by the Portuguese. Madrid won the Super Cup on away goals following a 4-4 aggregate draw against Barcelona. Although Ronaldo publicly commented that he was unhappy with a professional issue within the club, prompted by his refusal to celebrate his 150th goal for Madrid, his goal-scoring rate did not suffer. After netting a hat-trick, including 2 penalties, against Deportivo La Coruña, he scored his first hat-trick in the Champions League in a 4-1 victory over Ajax. 4 days later, he became the first player to score in 6 successive Clásicos when he hit a brace in a 2-2 draw at Camp Nou. His performances in 2012 again saw Ronaldo voted second in the running for the FIFA Ballon d'Or, finishing runner-up to 4-time winner Messi. 2013-14, consecutive FIFA Ballon d'Or wins and La Decima. Following the 2012-13 winter break, Ronaldo captained Real Madrid for the first time in an official match, scoring a brace to lift 10-man Madrid to a 4-3 victory over Real Sociedad on the 6th of January. He subsequently became the first non-Spanish player in 60 years to captain Madrid in El Clásico on the 30th of January, a match which also marked his 500th club appearance. 3 days prior, he had scored his 300th club goal as part of a perfect hat-trick against Getafe. Following hat-tricks against Celta Vigo and Sevilla, he scored his 200th goal for Real Madrid on the 8th of May in a 6-2 win against Malaga, reaching the landmark in just 197 games. He helped Madrid reach the Copa del Rey final by scoring a brace in El Clásico, which marked the 6th successive match at Camp Nou in which he had scored a scoring streak twice as long as that of any other player in Madrid's history. In the final, he headed the opening goal of an eventual 2-1 defeat to Atletico Madrid, but was shown a straight red card in the 114th minute for violent conduct. Real Madrid also failed to defend the La Liga title, finishing runners-up to Barcelona. In the first knockout round of the Champions League, Ronaldo faced his former club Manchester United for the first time. After scoring the equaliser in a 1-1 draw at the Santiago Bernabeu, he netted the match-winning goal in a 2-1 victory at Old Trafford, his first return to his former home grounds. Afterwards, he commented that he felt sadness at having caused United's elimination from the competition. Ronaldo scored 3 goals in Madrid's 5-3 aggregate victory over Galatasaray to see them advance to the semi-finals. He scored Madrid's only goal in the 4-1 away defeat to Borussia Dortmund, but failed to increase his side's 2-0 victory in the second leg, as they were eliminated at the semi-final stage for the 3rd consecutive year. Ronaldo had scored 12 goals, finishing as the Champions League top goalscorer for a second time in his career. Accounting for all competitions, he ended the season with a total of 55 goals. Real Madrid's failure to win major silverware and reports of division among the players prompted speculation regarding Ronaldo's future at the club at the start of the 2013-14 season. However, he signed a new contract that extended his stay by 3 years to 2018, with a salary of €17 million net, making him briefly the highest-paid player in football. He was joined at the club by winger Gareth Bale, whose world record transfer fee of €100 million surpassed the fee Madrid had paid for Ronaldo 4 years prior. Together with striker Karim Benzema, they formed an attacking trio popularly dubbed BBC, an acronym of Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano. After enjoying a strong goal-scoring run during the first half of the campaign, Ronaldo suggested that he was in the best form of his career. By late November, he had scored 32 goals from 22 matches played for both club and country. including hat-tricks against Galatasaray, Sevilla, Real Sociedad, Northern Ireland, and Sweden. He ended 2013 with a total of 69 goals in 59 appearances, his highest year-end goal tally. His efforts earned him the FIFA Ballon d'Or, an amalgamation of the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Player of the Year award, for the first time in his career. Though the media vote favored Franck Ribéry, the achievement fueled public recognition of Ronaldo as one of the greatest players in football history. Concurrently with his individual achievements, Ronaldo enjoyed his greatest team success in Spain to date, as he helped Real Madrid win La Decima, their 10th European Cup. In the knockout phase of the competition, he scored a brace in each leg of a 9-2 aggregate win against Schalke 04, helping Madrid advance to the quarter-finals. His goal in a 3-0 home win over Borussia Dortmund, his 100th Champions League match, took his total for the season to 14 goals, equaling the record Messi had set 2 years before. After hitting a brace in a 4-0 defeat of Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, he scored from the penalty spot in the 120th minute of the 4-1 final victory over Atletico Madrid, becoming the first player to score in 2 European Cup finals for 2 different winning teams. His overall performance in the final was subdued as a result of patellar tendinitis and related hamstring problems, which had plagued him in the last months of the campaign. Ronaldo played the final against medical advice, later commenting, "In your life you do not win without sacrifices, and you must take risks." As the Champions League top goal scorer for the 3rd time, with a record 17 goals, he was named the UEFA Best Player in Europe. In the Copa del Rey, Ronaldo helped Madrid reach the final by scoring a brace of penalties against Atletico Madrid at the Vicente Calderón, the first of which meant he had now scored in every single minute of a 90-minute football match. His continued issues with his knee and thigh caused him to miss the final, where Real Madrid defeated Barcelona 2-1 to claim the trophy, while Madrid were less successful in La Liga, finishing 3rd. Ronaldo was unmatched as a goalscorer. He scored 31 goals in 30 league games, which earned him the Pichichi and the European Golden Shoe, receiving the latter award jointly with Liverpool striker Luis Suarez. Among his haul was his 400th career goal, in 653 appearances for club and country, which came with a brace against Celta Vigo on the 6th of January. He dedicated his goals to compatriot Eusebio, who had died 2 days before. A last-minute backheel volley scored against Valencia on the 4th of May, his 50th goal in all competitions, was recognized as the best goal of the season by the Liga de Football Professional, which additionally named Ronaldo the best player in La Liga. During the next campaign, the 2014-15 season, Ronaldo set a new personal best of 61 goals in all competitions, starting with both goals in Real Madrid's 2-0 victory over Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup. He subsequently achieved his best-ever goal-scoring start to a league campaign, with a record 15 goals in the first 8 rounds of La Liga, including a 4-goal haul against Elche and hat-tricks against Deportivo La Coruña and Athletic Bilbao. His record 23rd hat-trick in La Liga, scored against Celta Vigo on the 6th of December, made him the fastest player to reach 200 goals in the Spanish league, as he reached the milestone in only his 178th game. After lifting the FIFA Club World Cup with Madrid in Morocco, again winning the silver ball, Ronaldo received a second successive FIFA Ballon d'Or, joining Johan Cruyff, Michel Platini, and Marco van Basten as a 3-time Ballon d'Or winner. 2015-16, all-time Real Madrid goalscorer and La Undécima. Following the winter break, Ronaldo's form faltered. concurrently with a decline in performance by his team. A 2-1 defeat against Valencia in the first match of 2015, despite his opening goal, ended Real Madrid's Spanish record-winning streak of 22 matches in all competitions. Their season continued unsuccessfully as they failed to win a major trophy, earning a second-place league finish and a semi-final exit in Europe. In the latter competition, Ronaldo extended his run of scoring away to a record 12 matches with his strike in a 2-0 win against Schalke 04, before hitting a brace in the 3-4 return defeat that allowed Madrid to progress to the quarter-finals. He then scored both of his side's goals in the semi-finals against Juventus, where Madrid were eliminated 2-3 on aggregate, with 10 goals. He finished the campaign as top scorer for a third consecutive season, alongside Messi and Neymar. In La Liga, where Madrid finished second, Ronaldo went on a prolific goal-scoring run towards the very end of the season. For the first time in his career, he scored 5 goals in one game, including an 8-minute hat-trick in a 9-1 rout of Granada on the 5th of April. His 300th goal for his club followed 3 days later in a 2-0 win against Rayo Vallecano. Subsequent hat-tricks against Sevilla, Espanyol, and Getafe took his number of hat-tricks for Real Madrid to 31, surpassing Di Stefano's club record of 28 trebles. As a result, Ronaldo finished the season with 48 goals, 2 ahead of his total in the 2011-12 season. Despite having missed 2 matches in February for assaulting a Cordoba player, in addition to a second consecutive Pichichi, he won the European Golden Shoe for a record 4th time. Matched during the 2015-2016 season at the start of his 7th season at Real Madrid. The 2015-16 campaign, Ronaldo became the club's all-time top scorer, first in the league, and then in all competitions. His 5-goal haul in a 6-0 away win over Espanyol on the 12th of September took his tally in La Liga to 230 goals in 203 games, surpassing the club's previous record holder, Raúl. A month later, on the 17th of October, he again surpassed Raúl when he scored the second goal in a 3-0 defeat of Levante at the Bernabeu to take his overall total for the club to 324 goals. Ronaldo also became the all-time top scorer in the Champions League with a hat-trick in the first group match against Shakhtar Donetsk, having finished the previous season level with Messi on 77 goals. A brace against Malmö, netted in a 2-0 away win on the 30th of September, saw him reach the milestone of 500 career goals for both club and country. He subsequently became the first player to score double figures in the competition's group stage, setting the record at 11 goals, including another 4-goal haul against Malmö. Despite finishing runner-up to Messi for the FIFA Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo received criticism for his form and performances against top teams, with 14 of his goals coming against Espanyol and Malmö. During the second half of the season, however, his form gradually improved, by scoring 4 goals in a 7-1 home win over Celta Vigo on the 5th of March 2016. Ronaldo arrived at 252 goals in La Liga to become the competition's second highest scorer in history behind Messi, after netting the match-winning goal for 10-man Madrid in a 2-1 Clásico victory on the 2nd of April. He scored a hat-trick against Wolfsburg to send his club into the Champions League's semi-finals. Despite her 2-0 first-leg defeat, the treble took his tally in the competition to 16 goals, making him the top scorer for the 4th consecutive season and the 5th overall. Suffering apparent fitness issues, Ronaldo gave a poorly received performance in the final against Atletico Madrid, in a repeat of the 2014 final, though his penalty in the subsequent shootout secured La Undécima, Madrid's 11th victory. for the sixth successive year. He ended the season having scored more than 50 goals across all competitions. For his efforts during the season, he received the UEFA Best Player in Europe award for a second time. Ronaldo missed Real Madrid's first 3 games of the 2016-17 season, including the 2016 UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla, as he continued to rehabilitate the knee injury he suffered against France in the final of Euro 2016. On 6 November 2016, Ronaldo signed a new contract which will keep him until 2021 with Madrid. On 19 November, he scored a hat-trick in a 3-0 away win against Atletico Madrid, making him the all-time top scorer in the Madrid derby with 18 goals. On 15 December 2016, Ronaldo scored his 500th club's career goal in the 2-0 victory over Club America in the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. He then scored a hat-trick in the 4-2 win over Japanese club Kashima Antlers in the final. Ronaldo finished the tournament as top scorer with 4 goals and was also named the best player of the tournament. He won the Ballon d'Or for a 4th time, and the inaugural Best FIFA Men's Player, a revival of the old-style FIFA World Player of the Year, largely owing to his triumph with Portugal at the European Championship. 2017-present, 400 goals for Real Madrid in La Duodecima. On 15 January, Ronaldo tied Hugo Sanchez as the most prolific penalty kick scorer in the history of La Liga, with his 56th penalty from 65 attempts in a 2-1 loss to Sevilla, which ended Real Madrid's 40-match unbeaten streak in all competitions. In Real Madrid's 3-2 away win against Villarreal on 27 February 2017, Ronaldo overtook Hugo Sanchez as the most prolific penalty kick scorer in La Liga history. Thanks to the penalty scored by Ronaldo, Real Madrid reached its 5,900th goal in the history of the league and became the first team to do so. On 12 April 2017, in the 2016-17 UEFA Champions League quarter-final against Bayern Munich, Ronaldo scored 2 goals in a 2-1 away win to give Real the win and the lead going into the second leg. The 2 goals saw him make history in becoming the first player to reach 100 goals in UEFA club competition. During the second leg of the quarter-finals, Ronaldo scored a perfect hat-trick and reached his 100th UEFA Champions League goal, becoming the first player to do so as Real Madrid again defeated Bayern 4-2 after extra time. On 2 May 2017, Ronaldo scored another hat-trick in the following Champions League game, as Real beat local rivals Atletico Madrid 3-0 in the semi-final first leg. His hat-trick made him the first player to reach 50 goals in the knockout stage of the competition. In his subsequent La Liga match against Sevilla, he scored 2 goals, eclipsing past his 400th goal mark for Real Madrid, with 401 goals, equaling with Jimmy Greaves as the all-time top scorer in the top 5 European leagues. 3 days later, Ronaldo overtook Jimmy Greaves as the all-time top scorer in the top 5 European leagues, scoring a brace against Celta Vigo. He finished the campaign with 42 goals in all competitions as he helped Madrid to win their first La Liga since 2012 and the first team to win back-to-back finals in the Champions League era. The first to win consecutive European titles in the competition since AC Milan in 1989 and 1990, when the tournament was known as the European Cup. In the 2017 final, he scored 2 goals in the victory against Juventus, and became the top goal scorer for the 5th straight season, and 6th overall, with 12 goals, while also becoming the first person to score in 3 finals in the Champions League era as well. as reaching his 600th senior career goal. Real Madrid's title was its 12th, also known as La Duodecima, extending its record, and its third in 4 years. 2001-2006, career beginnings. A Portuguese international, Ronaldo began his youth career in 2001. Apart from the under-15 team, he also represented the under-17, under-20, under-21, and under-23 national sides, amassing 34 youth caps and scoring 18 goals overall. He represented his country at the 2002 UEFA European Under-17 Football Championship, where they failed to progress past the group stage. Ronaldo also featured in the Olympic squad at the 2004 Summer Olympics, scoring 1 goal in the tournament, though the team was eliminated in the first round, finishing bottom of their group with 3 points after 4-2 defeats to eventual semi-finalists Iraq and quarter-finalists Costa Rica. At age 18, Ronaldo earned his first senior cap in a 1-0 victory over Kazakhstan on the 20th of August 2003. He was subsequently called up for UEFA Euro 2004, held in his home country, and scored his first international goal in a 2-1 group stage loss to eventual champions Greece. After converting his penalty in a shootout against England at the quarter-final stage, he helped Portugal reach the final by scoring the opening goal in a 2-1 win over the Netherlands. But the crucial last match ended in a 0-1 defeat. He was featured in the team of the tournament, having provided 2 assists in addition to his 2 goals. Ronaldo was the second highest scorer in the European qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, with 7 goals. During the tournament, he scored his first World Cup goal against Iran with a penalty kick in Portugal's second match of the group stage, in the quarter-finals against England. His Manchester United teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off for stamping on Portugal defender Ricardo Carvalho, although the referee later clarified that the red card was only due to Rooney's infraction. The English media speculated that Ronaldo had influenced his decision by aggressively complaining, after which he was seen in replays winking at Portugal's bench following Rooney's dismissal. Ronaldo was subsequently booed during their 1-0 semi-final defeat to France. FIFA's technical study group overlooked him for the tournament's Best Young Player award, citing his behavior as a factor in the decision. 2006-12 captaincy. At Euro 2012, was made captain in 2008. Post-World Cup, 1 day after his 22nd birthday, Ronaldo captained Portugal for the first time in a friendly game against Brazil on the 6th of February 2007, as requested by Portuguese Football Federation President Carlos Silva, who had died 2 days earlier. Ahead of Euro 2008. He was given the number 7 shirt for the first time. While he scored 8 goals in the qualification, the second highest tally, he scored just 1 goal in the tournament, netting the second goal of their 3-1 win in the group stage match against the Czech Republic, where he was named man of the match. Portugal were eliminated in the quarter-finals with a 3-2 loss against eventual finalists Germany. After Portugal's unsuccessful performance in the European Championship, Luis Felipe Scolari was replaced as coach by Carlos Queiroz, formerly the assistant manager at United. Queiroz made Ronaldo the squad's permanent captain in July 2008. Ronaldo failed to score a single goal in the qualification for the 2010 World Cup, as Portugal narrowly avoided a premature elimination from the tournament with a playoff victory over Bosnia. At the group stage of the World Cup, he was named man of the match in all 3 matches against Côte d'Ivoire, North Korea, and Brazil. His only goal of the tournament came in their 7-0 rout of North Korea, which marked his first international goal in 16 months. Portugal's World Cup ended with a 1-0 loss against eventual champions Spain in the round of 16. Ronaldo scored 7 goals in the qualification for Euro 2012, including 2 strikes against Bosnia in the playoffs, to send Portugal into the tournament, where they were drawn in a group of death after the opening 0-1 defeat to Germany. He also failed to score in the 3-2 win against Denmark, missing 2 clear one-on-one chances, which led to criticism from his countryman for underperforming. He redeemed himself in the last group match against the Netherlands, where he scored twice to secure a 2-1 victory, and the quarter-finals against the Czech Republic, scoring a header to give his team a 1-0 win. He was named man of the match against both opponents. After the semi-finals against Spain ended scoreless, with Ronaldo having sent 3 shots over the bar, Portugal were eliminated in the penalty shootout. Ronaldo did not take a penalty as he had been slated to take the unused 5th, a decision that drew criticism. As the joint top scorer with 3 goals, alongside 5 other players, he was again included in the team of the tournament. 2012-16, all-time Portugal top scorer and European champion. During a friendly match against Croatia in June 2013, during the qualification for the 2014 World Cup, Ronaldo scored a total of 8 goals. A qualifying match on the 17th of October 2012, a 1-1 draw against Northern Ireland, earned him in his 100th cap. His first international hat-trick also came against Northern Ireland, when he found the net 3 times in a 15-minute spell of a 4-2 qualifying victory on the 6th of September 2013. After Portugal failed to qualify during the regular campaign, Ronaldo scored all 4 of the team's goals in the playoffs against Sweden, which ensured their place at the tournament. His hat-trick in the second leg took his international tally to 47 goals, equaling Paletta's record. Ronaldo subsequently netted twice in a 5-1 friendly win over Cameroon on the 5th of March 2014 to become his country's all-time top scorer. Going into the World Cup as Portugal's only star player, Ronaldo was primarily responsible for any possible success. As a result, he took part in the tournament despite suffering from patella tendinitis and a related thigh injury, potentially risking his career. Ronaldo later commented, "If we had 2 or 3 Cristiano Ronaldos in the team, I would feel more comfortable. But we don't." Despite ongoing doubts over his fitness, being forced to abort practice twice, Ronaldo played the full 90 minutes of the opening match against Germany, though he was unable to prevent a 4-0 defeat. After assisting an injury-time 2-2 equalizer against the United States, he scored a late match-winning goal in a 2-1 victory over Ghana. His 50th international goal made him the first Portuguese to play and score in 3 World Cups. Portugal were eliminated from the tournament at the close of the group stage on goal difference. Quarter-final against Poland, Ronaldo scored 5 goals, including a hat-trick against Armenia in the qualification for Euro 2016, with the only goal in another victory over Armenia on the 14th of November 2014. He reached 23 goals in the European Championship, including qualifying matches, to become the competition's all-time leading goalscorer. At the start of the tournament, however, Ronaldo failed to convert his chances in Portugal's draws against Iceland and Austria, despite taking a total of 20 shots on goal. In the latter match, he overtook Luis Figo as his nation's most capped player with his 128th international appearance, which ended scoreless after he missed a penalty in the second half. With 2 goals, and an assist in the last match of the group stage, a 3-3 draw against Hungary. Ronaldo became the first player to score in 4 European Championships, having made a record 17 appearances in the tournament. Though placed third in the group behind Hungary and Iceland, his team qualified for the knockout round as a result of the competition's newly expanded format. In Portugal's first knockout match, Ronaldo's only attempt on goal was parried by Croatia's goalkeeper into the path of Ricardo Quaresma, whose finish then secured a 1-0 victory late in extra time. After his team progressed past Poland on penalties, Ronaldo became the first player to participate in 3 European Championship semi-finals. He scored the opening goal and assisted a second in a 2-0 win against Wales, equaling Michel Platini as the competition's all-time top scorer with 9 goals. In the final against hosts France, Ronaldo was forced off after just 25 minutes following a challenge from Dimitri Payet. After multiple treatments and attempts to play on, he was stretchered off the field and replaced by Quaresma. During extra time, substitute Eder scored in the 109th minute to earn Portugal a 1-0 victory. As team captain, Ronaldo later lifted the trophy in celebration of his country's first ever triumph in a major tournament. He was awarded the Silver Boot as the joint second highest goal scorer, with 3 goals and 3 assists, and was named to the team of the tournament for the 3rd time in his career. 2016-present, 2018 FIFA World Cup qualification. Following the Euro 2016 success, Ronaldo scored 4 goals against Andorra in the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers on 8 October 2016. His 4 goals against a 9-man team marked the highest amount of goals he has scored in an international match. On 13 November, Ronaldo scored 2 goals in another qualifier against Latvia, which ended in a 4-1 home victory. These goals brought his international tally to 68 goals, putting level with Gerd Müller and Robbie Keane as the 4th highest European international goalscorer of all time. He played his first professional match on his home island of Madeira on 28 March 2017 at the age of 32, opening a 2-3 friendly defeat to Sweden at the Estadio dos Barreiros with the goal. He tied with Miroslav Klose on 71 goals as the 3rd highest scoring European in international football. Style of play. During the 2012-13 season, a versatile attacker, Ronaldo is capable of playing on either wing as well as through the center of the pitch, and, while ostensibly right-footed, is very strong with both feet. He ranks among the world's fastest footballers, both with and without the ball. Tactically, Ronaldo has undergone several evolutions throughout his career. While at Sporting, and during his first season at Manchester United, he was typically deployed as a traditional winger on the right side of midfield, where he regularly looked to deliver crosses into the penalty area. In this position, he was able to use his pace and acceleration, agility, and technical skills to take on opponents in one-on-one situations. Ronaldo became noted for his dribbling and flair, often displaying an array of tricks and feints, such as the step-overs that became his trademark. As Ronaldo matured, he underwent a major physical transformation, developing a muscular body type that allows him to retain possession of the ball. His strength, combined with his elevation and height awarded him an edge in winning aerial challenges for balls. Consequently, many of his goals have been headers. Concurrently with his increased stamina and work rate, his goal-scoring ability improved drastically on the left wing, where he was given the positional freedom to move into the center to finish attacks. He also increasingly played a creative role for his team, participating in build-up plays courtesy of his good vision and passing ability. In his final seasons at United, Ronaldo played an even more attacking and central role, functioning both as a striker and as a supporting forward, or even as an attacking midfielder on occasion. He developed into a prolific goalscorer, capable of finishing well, both inside the penalty area and from distance with an accurate and powerful shot. An accurate penalty kick taker. He also became a set-piece specialist, renowned for his powerful, bending free kicks. Though his ability in this regard deteriorated later on in his career. At Real Madrid, he continued to play a more offensive role, while his creative and defensive duties became more limited. Initially deployed as a centre-forward, he was later moved back onto the left wing, though in a free tactical role, allowing him to drift into the centre at will. Madrid's counter-attacking style of play allowed him to become a more efficient and consistent player, as evidenced by his record-breaking goal-scoring feats. From 2013 onwards, he effectively adapted his style to the physical effects of aging, with increasingly reduced off-the-ball movement and general involvement, instead focusing on short-distance goal-scoring. Reception. Ronaldo is widely regarded as one of the two best players of his generation, alongside Lionel Messi, and is one of the best players to ever play the game. Acclaimed for his prolific and consistent goal-scoring ability, he is considered a decisive player who stands out in games and who can be a game-changer. Ronaldo is noted for his work ethic and dedication to improvement on the training field. His drive and determination to succeed are fueled by a desire to carve his name in history alongside football players such as Pelé and Diego Maradona. Ronaldo has at times been criticized for diving when tackled, about which his former Real Madrid manager José Mourinho responded, "Cristiano is a player who does not have the culture of the swimming pool. He has no culture of simulation. He is a British-trained player, Ferguson-trained. In some cases, the simulators are given more protection, and those who are honest are often the losers. I'm not a hypocrite if I say that they defenders hit Cristiano very hard, and that the yellow cards do not arrive or are slow in coming." Despite his talent, he was also occasionally criticized early in his career by manager Alex Ferguson, teammates, and the media for being a selfish or overly flamboyant player. Earlier in his career, Ronaldo had also been described as having an arrogant image on the field, with Ronaldo stating that he had become a victim because of how he was portrayed in the media. He is often seen moaning, gesticulating and scowling while trying to inspire his team to victory, with Ronaldo insisting that his competitive nature should not be mistaken for arrogance. His managers, teammates, and various journalists have commented that this reputation has caused an unfair image of him. In 2014, Ronaldo told France Football that he had made a mistake when he said in 2011, "People are jealous of me as I am young, handsome and rich," adding that he had matured since then, and fans understood him better. Comparisons to Lionel Messi. Before an international friendly between Portugal and Argentina in Geneva, Switzerland, on the 9th of February 2011, both players have scored in at least 2 UEFA Champions League finals, and have regularly broken the 50-goal barrier in a single season. Sports journalists and pundits regularly argue the individual merits of both players in an attempt to argue who they believe is the best player in modern football. It has been compared to sports rivalries such as the Muhammad Ali-Joe Frazier rivalry in boxing, the Bournemouth-McEnroe rivalry in tennis, and the Ayrton Senna-Alain Prost rivalry from Formula One motor racing. Some commentators choose to analyze the differing physiques and playing styles of the two, while part of the debate revolves around the contrasting personalities. Of the two players, Ronaldo is sometimes depicted as an arrogant and theatrical show-off, while Messi is portrayed as a shy, humble character. In a 2012 interview, Ronaldo commented on the rivalry, saying, "I think we push each other sometimes in the competition. This is why the competition is so high." While Ronaldo's manager during his time at Manchester United, Alex Ferguson, opined that, "I don't think the rivalry against each other bothers them. I think they have their own personal pride in terms of wanting to be the best." Messi himself denied any rivalry, saying that it was only the media, the press, who wants us to be at loggerhead, but I've never fought with Cristiano. Responding to the claims that he and Messi do not get on well on a personal level, Ronaldo commented, "We don't have a relationship outside the world of football, just as we don't with a lot of other players," before adding that in years to come he hopes they can laugh about it together, stating, "We have to look on this rivalry with a positive spirit, because it's a good thing." Representing arch-rivals Barcelona and Real Madrid, the two players face each other at least twice every season in the world's biggest club game, El Clasico, which had a global audience of 400 million viewers in March 2014. In a debate at Oxford Union in October 2013, when asked whether FIFA president Sepp Blatter preferred Messi or Ronaldo, Blatter paid tribute to the work ethic of the Argentine before taking a swipe at Ronaldo, claiming, "One of them has more expenses for the hairdresser than the other." Real Madrid demanded, and promptly received, a full apology, and the Portuguese issued his own riposte with a mock salute celebration after scoring a penalty against Sevilla, after Blatter had described him as a commander on the pitch. In popular culture, Forbes has twice ranked Ronaldo first on their list of the world's highest-paid football players. His combined income from salaries, bonuses and off-field earnings was $73 million in 2013-14, and $79 million in 2014-15. The latter earnings saw him listed behind only boxer Floyd Mayweather, Jr. on the magazine's list of the world's highest-paid athletes. In 2016, he became the first footballer to top the Forbes list of highest-earning athletes, with a total income of $88 million from his salary and endorsements in 2015-16. Ronaldo is one of the world's most marketable athletes. SportsPro rated him the fifth most marketable athlete in 2012, and eighth most marketable athlete in 2013, with Brazilian footballer Neymar topping both lists. Sports market research company Repucom named Ronaldo the most marketable and most recognized football player in the world in May 2014. He was additionally named in the 2014 Time 100 Times annual list of the most influential people in the world. ESPN named Ronaldo the world's most famous athlete in 2016 and 2017. As his reputation grew from his time at Manchester United, Ronaldo signed many sponsorship deals for consumer products, including and more sportswear, soft drinks, clothing, automotive lubricants, financial services, electronics, computer video games, and much more. Ronaldo has established a strong online presence, the most popular sports person on social media. He counted 158 million total followers across Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by June 2015. As of June 2015, he has the world's biggest Facebook fan base with 103 million followers. He became the first sports person to reach 50 million followers in August 2010, and in October 2014, he became the first sports person, and the second person after Shakira, to reach 100 million followers. He is also the most followed athlete on Twitter with 37.8 million followers as of September 2015, and is the most followed footballer on Instagram with 33.6 million followers as of October 2015. Ronaldo has released 2 mobile apps. In December 2011, he launched an iPhone game called Heads Up with Cristiano, created by developer Rock Live. And in December 2013, he launched Viva Ronaldo, a dedicated social networking website and mobile app. Computer security company McAfee produced a 2012 report ranking footballers by the probability of an internet search for their name leading to an unsafe website, with Ronaldo's name first on the list. Ronaldo's life and person have been the subject of several works. His autobiography, titled Moments, was published in December 2007. His sponsor Castro produced the television film Ronaldo, Tested to the Limit, in which he is physically and mentally tested in several fields. His physical performance was consequently subject to scrutiny by world media upon the film's release. In September 2011, Cristiano Ronaldo, The World at His Feet, a documentary narrated by the actor Benedict Cumberbatch, was released via Vimeo and Vision Films in June 2014. A documentary film about his life and career, titled Ronaldo, was released worldwide on the 9th of November 2015. Directed by BAFTA winner Anthony Wonke. The film is produced and distributed by Universal Pictures, while Asif Kapadia is the executive producer. In December 2013, Ronaldo opened a museum, Museu County Route 7, in his hometown of Funchal, Madeira, to house trophies and memorabilia of his life and playing career. At a ceremony held at the Belém Palace in January 2014, President of Portugal Aníbal Cavaco Silva raised Ronaldo to the rank of Grand Officer of the Order of Prince Henry, to distinguish an athlete of world renown who has been a symbol of Portugal globally, contributing to the international projection of the country, and setting an example of tenacity for future generations. A bronze statue of Ronaldo, designed by artist Ricardo Madeira Veloso, was unveiled in Funchal on the 21st of December 2014. In Madeira in June 2010, during the build-up to the World Cup, Ronaldo became the 4th footballer, after Steven Gerrard, Pelé, and David Beckham, to be represented as a waxwork at Madame Tussauds, London. Another waxwork of him was presented at the Madrid Wax Museum in December 2013. In June 2015, astronomers led by David Sobral from Lisbon and Leiden discovered a galaxy which they named County Route 7 in tribute to Cristiano Ronaldo in reference to his County Route 7 mantle. On the 23rd of July 2016, following Portugal's triumph at Euro 2016, Madeira Airport in Funchal was renamed the Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport. The unveiling of the rebranded terminal took place on the 29th of March 2017. Personal life. Ronaldo's father, José Diniz Aveiro, died of an alcoholism-related liver condition at age 52 in September 2005 when Ronaldo was 20. Ronaldo has said that he does not drink alcohol, and he received libel damages over a Daily Mirror article that reported him drinking heavily in a nightclub while recovering from an injury in July 2008. In October 2005, a month after his father died, Ronaldo was arrested on suspicion of raping a woman in a London hotel and released on bail. Ronaldo denied the allegations, and charges were dropped by Scotland Yard in November 2005 due to insufficient evidence. Ronaldo issued a statement saying, "I have always strongly maintained my innocence of any wrongdoing and I am glad that this matter is at an end so that I can concentrate on playing for Manchester United." Ronaldo became a father on the 17th of June 2010 following the birth of a son. The child, named Cristiano, and nicknamed by the family, Cristianinho, was born in the United States, and Ronaldo announced that he had full custody. Ronaldo has never publicly revealed the identity of his son's mother. Ronaldo has previously dated English models Alice Goodwin and Gemma Atkinson. In 2010, he began dating Russian model Irina Shayk, whom he reportedly met through their Armani exchange campaigns. Ronaldo and Shayk appeared together on the May 2014 cover of Vogue's Spanish edition. The couple ended their relationship in January 2015. He is a Roman Catholic. Ronaldo does not have tattoos, as it would prevent him from donating blood, which he does several times a year. In August 2015, Ronaldo bought an $18.5 million loft in Trump Tower in New York City. Ronaldo has been accused of using a Dublin-based firm in order to avoid Spanish taxes. Philanthropy. Television footage of the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami showed an 8-year-old boy survivor named Martunis wearing a number 7 Portuguese football shirt who was stranded for 19 days after his family was killed. Following this, Ronaldo visited Aceh, Indonesia, to raise funds for rehabilitation and reconstruction, after accepting undisclosed damages from a libel case against the Sun newspaper in 2008. Ronaldo donated the damages to a charity in Madeira. In 2009, Ronaldo donated £100,000 to the hospital that saved his mother's life in Madeira following her battle with cancer, so that they could build a cancer center on the island, in support of the victims of the 2010 Madeira flood. Ronaldo pledged to play in a charity match in Madeira between Primeira Liga club Porto and players from Madeiran-based clubs Maritimo and Nacional. In 2012, Ronaldo and his agent paid for specialist treatment for a 9-year-old Canarian boy with apparently terminal cancer. In November 2012, Ronaldo sold the golden boot he had won in 2011 for €1.5 million, and gave the money to fund schools for children in Gaza. In December 2012, Ronaldo joined FIFA's 11 for Health program to raise awareness amongst kids of how to steer clear of conditions including drug addiction, HIV, malaria and obesity. In January 2013, Ronaldo became Save the Children's new global artist ambassador, in which he hopes to help fight child hunger and obesity. In March, Ronaldo agreed to be the ambassador for the Mangrove Care Forum in Indonesia, an organization aiming to raise awareness of mangrove conservation. In November 2014, Ronaldo appeared in FIFA's 11 Against Ebola campaign with a selection of top football players from around the world, including Neymar, Gareth Bale, Xavi, and Didier Drogba, under the slogan, "Together, we can beat Ebola." FIFA's campaign was done in conjunction with the Confederation of African Football and health experts, with the players holding up 11 messages to raise awareness of the disease and ways to combat it. He was named the world's most charitable sportsperson in 2015. In June 2016, Ronaldo donated the entirety of his €600,000 Champions League bonus after Real Madrid won the 2015-16 UEFA Champions League. In August 2016, Ronaldo launched CR7 Selfie, a selfie app for charity to help save the children that lets participants take a selfie with him in one of several different outfits and poses. In the app, fans can select from among 68 photos of Ronaldo in different outfits and poses, and scroll through 39 filters to apply to their selfies. Fashion. Ronaldo is known as a fashion icon, and is a lucrative spokesperson sought after by clothing designers, health and fitness specialists, fashion magazines, perfume and cosmetics manufacturers, hairstylists, exercise promoters, and spa and recreation companies. One example is a line of fragrances called Legacy. He opened his first fashion boutique under the name of County Route 7, on the island of Madeira, Portugal in 2006. Ronaldo expanded his business with a second clothes boutique in Lisbon in 2008. The stores include diamond-studded belts, jeans with leather pockets and patented buckled loafers. The store also sells slinky outfits for women. In partnership with Scandinavian manufacturer JBS Textile Group and the New York fashion designer Richard Chai, Ronaldo co-designed a range of underwear and sock line, released in November 2013. He later expanded his County Route 7 fashion brand by launching a line of premium shirts and shoes by July 2014. In June 2015, Ronaldo announced that he would be releasing his own fragrance by the end of the year, in a partnership with Eden Parfums. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.